Hello everyone, my name is Justin Berggren for Aviation681 or Capstone. So I currently live in the sunny state of Nevada with my beautiful wife Emily and our three fur babies, Finn, Colt, and Fox, all Australian Shepherds. Typically you'll find us golfing. It's our favorite couple activity to go do. Try to hit as many new courses as we can throughout the state as well as all of our neighboring states. Typically you'll find us out on a golf trip. If we're not golfing, usually we're at the lake or out hiking with the dogs since they love to swim and hike. So my specific degree is in aeronautics. I kind of did the umbrella course rather than getting a specific focus there. I wanted to cover education, safety, and leadership, and I currently work as a flight instructor at the local flight school. Before COVID hit, I was a corporate pilot for a little while. I got laid off due to COVID, and thankfully I was able to continue flight instruction. And so corporate flying is something I like to get back into. I really enjoyed that for the little bit of time I was in there. But through my career growing or building time and developing new skills, I always said I didn't want to be an instructor. And finally, just kind of the way the path took me, and I got into it and absolutely loved it. So it's kind of funny how, the Lord has a path for us, and it was something I was kind of fighting tooth and nail at the beginning, and I got into it and absolutely love it, and it's something I'd like to continue doing for the foreseeable future. And so what's cool about this capstone here is I'm working on a standard operating procedure for the flight school that I currently work at. We're a 61 operation, but we're experiencing just not a lot of students reaching the correlation level of learning. And so I'm hoping the standard operating procedure will help achieve that, help get safer students, safer aviators, because something I'm finding and a lot of the flight instructors at the school but also elsewhere is that a lot of people, they teach everything to pass the check ride, and they're not really. We learn to think and train to scenario-based training, but that somewhere gets lost. And so everything they talk about is during the check ride this, during the practical test that, this is what you're going to do. Well, that's not really what I'm so concerned about. I mean, absolutely that's something we need to get past, but that's just, the start of our career. That's just the start of our flying endeavors. So we always hear that the license is a license to learn, and I fully agree with that. And it's, you now have the ability and the privilege to get yourself into trouble. So hopefully your instructor was able to get you enough skills, and you were able to develop enough skills to get yourself out of that trouble, or ideally, know to not get into it in the first place. But regardless, I think there are scenarios that are going to unfold that you're going to have to be able to get yourself out of. And through the development of a standard operating procedure, I really think that the students will be better equipped to do so. So, let's see. From this course, I'd like to learn basically how I can make a better impact on the aviation industry. I know I'll be making an impact with the standard operating procedure at my flight school. With the students, and ideally I'd like to be able to integrate biblical visions and lenses into the operating procedure. That way we can develop aviation leaders who want to go out and create other aviation leaders. Just a cycle of leadership, mentoring, coaching, and discipling. But in addition to this, kind of going beyond just my flight school, I've kind of had a vision down the road of maybe creating my own flight school, and I think this will be a good start to being able to do so. Kind of seeing if that's something I'd actually be interested in doing, or and if so, kind of getting the first legs or the first leg of the tripod going onto how I want to develop that. So something that really sticks with me is Proverbs chapter 3, 5 and 6 is trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. And then, in addition, in all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your path straight. Like I said, for my flight instructor career, that was something I didn't really like the idea of doing, and I got into it and absolutely fell in love with it. So it really did take me to trust, or it took me to trust in the Lord and understand that I don't know what's best. Through His guidance, I can get to what's best. But anyways, I look forward to working with everybody throughout this course. I'm excited to see who I've already been in classes with, as well as meet some new people. Thanks for watching. I hope the course hope the course goes well for you, and that you get to learn and implement something new.